What is up, Hill Jack Nation? It is opening weekend of bow season up here in Indiana, down there in Indiana, depending on where y'all are at. And I am headed up to the farm. Get a weekend set in. I don't know how much I'll hunt. It'll either be an afternoon and a morning, or an afternoon, a morning, and an afternoon. I don't know. I don't like hunting a ton early, just because it's warm and because later in October is actually when the hunting actually picks up. But I'll sit tonight on the fields and observe what I can, and if I get lucky enough to shoot something, we'll shoot something. So y'all stay tuned and let's see what we get into. So one of the things I like to do my first hunt of the year, make sure I get a good check on my trail cameras, and then be in a spot that I know there's usually some buck activity. I try to get me a little mock scrape going. Got one on this corner, and then you come over here and just kind of start one on this corner. I don't know that they're necessarily doing that yet, but it gets their attention. It gets a little scent in the air, and maybe they try and figure out this is the place they need to, mark their territory and try to keep any other bucks out of it. So anyway, I'm doing that too while I'm checking cameras and sighting in my bow and whatever else, hopefully killing a deer this evening. So anyway, stay tuned. So I just want to show you one of the things about our food plots. The food plots are up here next to the shooting houses, and I realized that I planted them at the same time we planted the government program in the big part of the field that you can see back there, and I realized that I planted it too soon. It was a mix of perennials, that kind of thing. So one of the things I did, and I'll turn this around, is I came back and cut some of the brown down that was dying a couple of weeks ago, just to try to get some green up in these lanes so the deer have some available. Now, one of the things I'm noticing here on this little field is it's not quite, this little food plot, sorry, not quite as green as it was when I was over on the big food plot. So I don't know what my trail cameras are going to tell me as I get ready to hunt this afternoon, but what this is telling me, just looking at it, is that the big field has a little more green on it, the big food plot. This one, I haven't had any rain since I did that, so evidently, unless I see a bunch of deer for some reason coming out here in this one on the cameras, when I go back to the camper and check, I will probably sit in the other one just because there was a lot more green in front of it. But I don't know, we'll see what the cameras say. Alright, as you can see, I am in a shooting house. Wind is marginal for both shooting houses, so I've got my crossbow loaded and ready to go if I see a deer, and if for some reason I don't see anything but coyotes, I've got that 17 sighted in. I just put that scope on there today. And heck, if I don't see anything, I just sit here and watch the field. But yeah, when I walked up here, or drove up here, I had one hand on the steering wheel and one hand on my crossbow, so I didn't drop anything. So I didn't get to film the turkeys that were out here in this big field food plot. But yeah, anyway, stay tuned. We'll see if we find anything. Alright, well, I'm up here for some deer hunting. My brother-in-law showed up. We're doing a little squirrel hunting. He's got a 22 and I got a 17. Hopefully it doesn't mess him up too bad. I hopefully hit him in the head with it. But anyway, I've already seen one, but he got where we couldn't either one seen. So stay tuned. We'll show you if we get any. We'll see. Trying to get get a couple squirrels this morning. Well, I don't have a means with which to video us shooting squirrels, but I do have two now. Will shot one earlier, and walking up on it here. So we've got two squirrels. Anyway, you can see the little fella right there. So hey, we're both allowed to kill 5. So far we've each killed 1. So not bad. Stay tuned. Having better luck with the squirrels than we did with the deer last night. Well, y'all, it's end of the day. We went squirrel hunt today, walking through both woods, so I'm not gonna try to go deer hunting. I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I ended up shooting 2 squirrels, and then I trapped some, and then saw a couple deer yesterday. Not where I could shoot them with a crossbow, so we'll get after them again next weekend, hopefully. But until then, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next video. Y'all stay safe, and God bless. Peace.